in the Middle East.
What do you see as possibly anything that could get the Palestinians back to the table, willing to talk about a possible peace deal that President Trump and through his son-in-law Jared Kushner at the White House have been working on for some time?
Well, certainly the United States is investing a great deal of effort in the peace process. Unfortunately, it has to be said that on the Palestinian side, there has not been much momentum towards a constructive deal with Israel. And the Palestinian Authority, for example, continues to harbor a range of terrorist organizations that have launched attacks on Israeli territory. And Israel, of course, has every right to defend itself until the Palestinians, including the Palestinian Authority, are willing to renounce the use of violence, to relinquish their support from Iranian-backed terrorist movements. Until the Palestinians are willing to embrace peace, then there's no prospect really of a peace agreement with Israel. And in the meantime, the Israelis continue to defend themselves in a very robust fashion against a whole host of terrorist organizations, many of which are harbored within the Palestinian territories.
You mentioned the Iranians, and I did want to, in the time we have remaining, about 90 seconds left, I wanted to ask you about Syria and the latest there. Take a look at this. You know, a year ago, April of 2017, the U.S. military fired nearly 60 cruise missiles at a Syrian airfield. That killed 83 people, okay? April 2018, U.S., France, and the U.K. fired more than 100 missiles at 3 Syrian targets. This conflict is not settling down in any way, and the Russians and the Iranians and the United States and the Turks, everybody is involved.
Well, what you are seeing is the United States up against a new axis that has developed between Russia, Syria, and the Iranian regime. And the Syrians, it's very likely, I think, the Assad regime will be seeking to use chemical weapons once again with the support of the Russians and with the support of Iran. If they do so, the United States must again hit the Assad regime very hard on a much bigger scale. We cannot allow a humanitarian crisis involving potentially several million refugees. We cannot allow this kind of crisis to be formed. And the United States has sent a very, very clear message to the Syrians, the Russians, and Iran as well. They're playing with fire here.
They are. Nile Gardiner, we'll keep in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dana.
You're looking live at the White House as Sarah Sanders is set to brief. We'll have that for you when it starts. Plus, Les Moonves, he's out at